वेलकम टू क्रिकविक। मैं हूं राजुल शर्मा, फैंस इंडिया की तरफ से। और आज हमारे साथ है एक स्पेशल गेस्ट, एक ऐसे फैन जिन्होंने अपनी क्रिकेट की जर्नी स्टार्ट की लॉर्ड्स से। जी हाँ, एक ऐसे फैन उन्होंने अपनी क्रिकेट की जर्नी, अपनी क्रिकेट की डेब्यू स्टार्ट की लॉर्ड्स से। वो इंडियन टीम के साथ एक बार नहीं, दो बार नहीं, 3 बार इंटरेक्शन कर चुके हैं। आप सब लोग उन्हें जानते हैं, हम सब लोग उन्हें बोलते हैं जावो। उनका नाम है डैनियल जाविस। हाय डैनियल, thanks for taking out time and thanks for
That's
talking
fine.
to me.
Anytime, my
Okay,
man.
so we won't talk about where you started, what you did, because everyone has seen that, right? You field for Team India, you batted for Team India, you even bowled for Team India. So we'll ask you a different sort of a question. You know, you have the opportunity to wear English team top and basically bowl, field, and batted for them, but you selected Indian team over English team. What's the story behind it?
This started 2 days before. Me and my friend just went to Lord's, just to have like a good day out, and we was in hospitality and we was drinking, and the Indian players were in front of us training while the match was going on. The batsmen were training, and I started to just talk. I was a bit drunk, and I was like, "How are you doing today? You good?" And they're like, "Oh, hello, hi, you good, sir?" And they're all talking back to me like normal. They're not like ignoring you or anything there like that. Like they're talking to me, and I'm like, wow, these are humble people. These are talking to me like a normal human being. So I got that love for it then. And then we was drunk, like a little bit drunk. We weren't very smashed, but a little bit drunk. Then we went into the grounds and we walked straight down to the bottom, and we got in the like the dugout, the what's it called? The pavilion. We was like on the pavilion. And we was right on the pitch and we could have walked down. It was like, my friend was like, should we walk out now? I was like, no. Do you know what? We're gonna come back here in 2 days' time and dress as a and dress exactly the same as a player, and we're going to pick India because they've been so nice to me, and I'm not Indian, I'm white, so I stick out like a sore thumb. They can see me and they're like, hold on a minute, he's not Indian. But I walked on. I thought it'd be more funnier that way, and I'm going to just act like who me and act like, no, you're mistaken, I'm a player. And it went perfect. I walked on. One of the players, I remember just walking on. All the players were walking along. One of the players just looked at me. And he's like, who's this guy? And he went to all the other people. Who's he? And they were stopped and they're like, who is he? No one noticed, only that one player. And he told all his players. And I was walking on. And then one of the players like, hey, who is this guy? And then Screw come running on at all angles. And he got me and he was like, excuse me, you can't be on the pitch. And I'm like, what are you on about? I'm a player, look. And he's looking at me like, is he a player? And he's looking at them and he's like, they're all like, we don't know what to do, and no one knew what to do. It was a big confusion. Then they grabbed me and just pulled me off.
I mean, that was amazing. We all saw that, Jarvo, and I must say that a lot of Indian fans liked it. They loved it. The way sort of team interacted with you, you know, they all took it as a funny sort of an activity, as you did, you know, the prank you were trying to do. So that was brilliant. And after your first appearance on the ground, no one was expecting you to come back. You know, we've seen people trying to do that in the past. They get escorted, they get banned from the grounds and stuff like that. No one was expecting you to do the same thing in the next test match, but you did. Tell us more about when you got escorted from Lords. What happened after that? Were you fined? Were you given any penalties? What happened?
No. When I got at Lords, they come out and they're like, what's going on here? And I was like, oh, I'm just supporting my team. And they're like, oh, you can't go out there. Like, you can't go out there. I've got the raw footage up on my YouTube channel if you want to watch it. Nothing really happened. They just got me there and I said, right, they was like, all right. They started like interrogating me. I was like, that's it, I'm ringing my solicitor. And they're like, no, we're kicking you out. Kicked me out, gave me to the police. The police just looked me up on their system, was like, all right, then can you please not do this again? And just let me go on my way.
Okay, so you just got a warning and they let you go. That's fine.
Yeah.
So how did you plan for the next one? You know, you were given a warning after the second test match. So what happened in your head? What were you thinking? You know, what basically motivated you to do the same thing again?
I don't know, because we thought, wow, this has just blown up so good. We've got to do it a second time. So we thought, you know what? We're going to go up there as a batsman. So I put like a hat on. I don't know if you see the video. I've got like a low hat. I've got a mask on. I've got a blazer on, and we got straight in. And the thing was, on the first day, I woke up and in the first 3 hours, they lost their first 3 batsmen. And I was like, well, we can't do it today. and then England got a really high score. And then the day that I'd done it, the Indian players were just playing for a draw, and he kept throwing it, just kept hitting it against the ground, hitting it against the ground, hitting it against the ground. And I was there for ages, just like, oh my God, they're not even trying to get runs in. They're just trying to stay in for as long as possible, doing defensive hits. And out of nowhere, I was like, this ain't going to happen today. And I was getting quite drained. But then it was like, it's got him out. And I was like, what? So I'm trying to put all my pads on. I'm throwing all my pads on. I'm putting all my equipment on. I'm trying to think. I walked off really quick. And I'm like, oh my God, I forgot the bat. I was like, throw me the bat. My cousin threw me the bat down. And I just walked on. And I think it's that back commotion that made them notice, hold on, that ain't a real player. But,
and you were getting really cheered by the crowd as well. I've noticed that while watching the game and your videos. Not just Indian fans, even British fans were also cheering you up. You were really smiling on everyone's faces. That was brilliant. But when you did it for the third time, right? You've done it once, twice. Again, going for the third time was, I think, a little bit too much, right? Everyone was like, what is this guy trying to do now? And we heard news about, there were certain charges put on you. You were in jail for a while. Tell us about that. What happened after your third game?
The third game, the thing was, though, that I ain't supposed to speak about it, but I don't mind. That Johnny, when I was running, that Johnny Brasco stepped into my way. So, what's it called? And I didn't barge into him. I sort of stopped myself and then twisted to the side. But he was just like a football player. When I touched him, he was like, oh, and over exaggerated. But that's what happened then. I got took off. They said I assaulted an Indian player. It's like, you assaulted an Indian player. I've got it all on tape. I've got it all on record. And I was recording it, the voice recording. So everything that happened. And then everything that happened. Bear in mind, I was there for a while. Everyone taking pictures. I'm putting all my thumb up, getting all like what's it called? And it was annoying them. But everyone was all happy that I was thinking. So I thought, do you know what? I'm still gonna take pictures of them, even though I'm getting arrested, and be all happy with them. Got arrested. The police was being a bit of a-hole. I don't know if we're allowed to swear. We're allowed to swear.
Not allowed to swear here.
It's been a bit of it's been a bit of an
It's
idiot.
been police. Police.
No, but he was over exaggerating. He was, what's it called? He was saying, but I recorded everything on voice note. And then when I got to the desk, put me in the police station, I unlocked my phone so he could get the IMEI number. And he realised I was recording, and he panicked because he knew he's going to get in trouble for it. And I was like, listen, I've not gave you permission. He's like, he's recording. He's saying he's recording my voice note. He's recording all of this. And so I was like, well, we ain't done nothing wrong. And he was like, oh no, I have. So he was panicking about that. I was left in the cells for about 12, 13 hours.
Okay. And then you were released, so you're out of trouble now, Jarvo, or they're still...
What's it called? They banned me from the final game. Police banned me from the final game. But the Indian team was that upset that of my ban, they cancelled the last match. Because of me.
That's a good one. So for our fans, that's a good message. The Indian team cancelled the last test match because Jarvo was banned to come back and support them. One thing I can tell you, we've read a lot of comments from a lot of Indian fans. A lot of people were saying that you're good luck for Team India. Being a British person, supporting Team India and helping and making our players feel good on the ground was pretty brilliant. Now, I have a job for you, Jarvo. I'm not sure if you're going to accept it or not, but I think you're the best person for that job. You should apply for the security manager job with English Cricket Board, because whatever security system they have put in place, you were able to break in, not once, not twice, 3 times. And I'm pretty sure if there was another last test match, you would have been gone in there as well. So I think you're a perfect man to help them to, enhance their security parameter a little bit more.
Yeah. If they want to employ me, I'll be quite expensive, but yeah, they need me. For the 4th test, I'm going to come out as a wicket keeper.
Oh, that's the plan. Okay, but that was my next question. What would you do next? Wicket keeper. After that, will you try to become an umpire, coach? What are the plans?
Maybe captain. Captain sounds good. Coming on as a captain for the cricvik. I don't know what else you could do after that.
So have
You
you
know,
learned Hindi words, Jarvo? Have you learned polish your Hindi?
no, not yet. But when I get my citizenship, I'll pick it up then.
So you're planning to get Indian citizenship and learn Hindi for that?
Yeah, I'm gonna what's it called? I'm gonna tweet the Prime Minister and the President about getting me my residency. No, not my residency, my citizenship out there.
Let's see what happens. We know you're openly saying that you're going to support India in the T20 World Cup. Have you secured your match tickets and your flights for you yet?
Not yet. I need to speak to a lawyer about it. The thing is, the UK security is a joke, but the United Arab Emirates, the Dubai one, is not a joke. So
Exactly.
I'd have to look up the law about that.
In India and UAE, I think my recommendation would be not to try what you've done in England, because you could be in real trouble. And the security parameters are very different. You know, you've seen the metal fences, which are pretty high and stuff like that. Another question.
Yeah. That just sorry. That just adds to the challenge, though. That adds to the challenge.
There you go. So we might be surprised, right? We might be surprised. You might see Jarvo trying to get in. Okay.
Yeah, you will be surprised.
Brilliant. Point being noted for all of our fans who are listening here. We might get a surprise in UAE as well. Another question, Jarvo. We know that you're not very popular with the English team. You know, whatever happened with Johnny Bairstow, Captain Joe Root also said a few things about, this is not really correct. You should not come in and interrupt and all that stuff. So you're not really a popular man there. You know that English team would be traveling to Australia later in the year for their Ashes Test Series, the biggest sort of a Test Series for them. Will you be coming over to Australia and try to support Australia? Can you expect?
If the Australian team needs me, then they can just give me a shout, and I'm there.
Okay, we'll pass on the message to Australian fans, and then they might contact you and get you a travel package or something to come across to Australia.
Yeah. That's it.
Jarvo, final question to you. Who are you? How do we describe you? Are you a prankster? Are you a cricket fan? Are you an entertainer? How do you describe yourself?
I'm like 1 in a trillion, not a million, not a billion, 1 in a trillion. I don't know, man. I'm just me. I like making people laugh. I'm crazy. I'm an athlete. I class myself as an athlete now for doing all these stunts. Comedian, prankster, whatever. I don't know. I'm a mixture of them all.
Brilliant. Look, we won't get into the controversy of whatever you've done is right or wrong. We know one thing, that a lot of people were happy. You made a lot of people happy, including our cricket players. We've seen it on video on your channel as well as in live coverage. A lot of people, a lot of players were happy. So stay blessed, Jarvo. Thanks for talking to us. And we are keen to see what you will do in future in cricket or anywhere else. Come up with these brilliant videos. Good luck for the future.
Thank you, buddy.
Thanks, Jarvo.